Hi guys, I'm Tim.
I'm Anna.
Brett.
And this is the Geeked Up Gaming Review Group, and we're going to bring you guys what we're looking forward to this GenCon 2014. And I'll let these two go first.
Well, Tim and I have the same thing on our list for number one.
No, we don't. I keep telling her that.
Yes, we do.
She won't listen to me.
It is Skull and Shackles coming out from Paizo. It is Pathfinder the Adventure Card Game's newest big box of Pathfinder that we love and we keep so we see it right when we walk in our door. I'm about to drop it. So let's not watch Anna be a big mess up.
Yeah, so if we get hit in the head during this video, you'll know who to come and get.
My fault. So anyways, yeah, we're really looking forward to getting our paws on that, and we will probably get the character expansion as well because that's launching, and we're just really excited about it. We've heard a little bit about the mechanics of getting ships and all that, so
I thought you were going to say getting shot.
no, not getting shot.
I'm being plundered.
But anyways, and that is our number one.
And number two is King of New York. And I almost said Tokyo again. King of New York is, you can say a spinoff of King of Tokyo, but it's got new mechanics. You can actually fight each other inside the city, outside the city, from what I've been told, so don't take my word on that. Check that out at Gen Con.
Thursday, actually, at 10 o'clock when the hall opens, the Yellow booth is having a big press conference type deal where they talk about King of New York, and Tim will be there filming that whole thing, and I will be off doing something else. But
yeah, she'll be.
I'll be doing an AEG. I have to do a training for them to work at the big game night. Gotta learn how to play Smash Up, which I already know how to play. So, okay.
I'll be doing the Doomtown Reloaded, so that's kind of interesting.
That's another thing on my list. Let's get to that later.
Okay. Now, Brett, what is your number one thing?
My number one thing is seeing all the new cosplayers.
He's talking about the female ones.
Just interesting to see all the different things that people can find ways to dress up as, and with all the new shows and game people and all the different things that are coming out, it's always fun just to see what people tend to go towards and what people tend to like and what they think they can go well dressing up as, I guess.
How many Ninja Turtles do you think we'll see since it just released last
You shouldn't
weekend?
say that word.
How many revealing female Ninja Turtles do you think we'll see? 7.
7 Ninja Turtles?
Times 4. Because there's 4 of them, right?
Yes. No, Anna, there's 7.
I don't know if there's 5.
What if they're bodybuilder females and then they dress up as Ninja Turtles? The new Ninja Turtles are
It's a possibility.
roided out.
It's Gen Con. So.
There's gonna be a lot of Megan Fox.
Okay, let's move on from the cosplay. We all know.
Okay. I actually had cosplay on my list, but what I was putting was I'm excited for Holden to see him. Because usually there's always some big animals. And,
Yeah.
I mean, Deadpool
every
and
once in a
Spider-Man.
What is India's mascot's name?
Who? Oh, Rowdy.
Yes.
And
So-
you'll know that he's a real mascot because he's
Yes.
waving to everyone.
Yes, it was so hilarious because there's all these cosplayers shopping, and then there's Rowdy. Hey, high five, you!
If you guys don't know who Rowdy, if you don't know who Rowdy is, he's the mascot for our Indianapolis
AAA
Indians.
ball.
Yeah, AAA, which we are the farm team for Pittsburgh Pirates. So
Is it AAA?
if you
Yep.
see
Okay.
him, then you'll know what that's about. It's not out of a game or anything.
Yeah.
He's an actual mascot.
It was just funny last year seeing him walk down the hall because he's like all like mascotted out when everyone else
And
is
everyone's
dressed up.
looking at this guy like, what are you doing?
Yeah, it was fun.
But we knew
The best
who
part
it was.
is nobody knows what's going on because most people are from out of state.
Yeah. So,
Out of
well, I think a
country,
big
too.
I think a big chunk is local,
Oh,
but
I didn't put that on my list. I have to say this because I just said out of country. The creator of Shadow Era, he's from Asia, and he's actually coming all the way from Asia to Gen Con.
just Asia, or is there a country in Asia that
No,
he's
that's just what that's
Asia's-
the information I got
Asia's the
from
continent.
Shadow Era workers. Mariah, she's the contact for Shadow Era. So
Mariah, is he from Asia? Or is he from a country in Asia?
I don't know.
Just curious.
It doesn't matter.
Anyways, So yeah, my cosplay thing was I'm excited to see Holden see them because he likes those things. Do you have something? Oh, that was your first.
Yeah, that was my first
We'll
one.
go again. I want to get at least one game of Are You a Werewolf in. That's something I look forward to every year. I'm not sure if we'll be able to fit it in. We'll make it happen, but that just means we'll get home really, really late.
We're gonna be busy this year.
Really busy.
I'll just spend the night in the hallway. I don't care.
I want to get to my baby, so.
I thought you were gonna sit to your bed. I was like,
No, I'm sleeping in Brett's bed. With
well,
you.
I guess
This is my brother. Let's just make that clear.
so we're going to the floor.
Huh?
Nothing.
No, Brett's
Just
sleeping on the couch.
go to the next one.
Anyways,
We're
So-
done with
do you want to say this one? We made notes just so we wouldn't forget or.
that. Yeah, the thing that I'm looking forward to is the Entrepreneur Alley. We're gonna have a few games that are local from Indy over there, and that's, I say Indy as in Indianapolis, not Indy as in INDIE, as most of us know. So, anyways, that little tangent, which was a short one. Yeah, Entrepreneur's Alley. Seeing, and it's kind of nice because I've seen stuff that's coming to Gen Con that's not here locally, and being able to talk with creators and walk with some of the creators. Yeah,
We talk and walk with them from
talk
across
with some
the
of the
country.
creators. Yeah, talk to some of them, and then actually see them here at Gen Con is really exciting for me. So, which that may be just me being a dork, but okay. So, what's your next one?
My next one is just checking out all the new things around Vendor Hall, all the new people who are there, like the vendors, all the same vendors that have new things, like especially the area with all the artists. They have incredible works there sometimes, and there's always one artist I tend to go to.
Who is?
Nigel Sade. I love his art. My
We all
favorite
do.
artist.
And my add-on to that is that my first year, which was 2 years ago. So if you guys didn't know that, this is only my third Gen Con. These guys have been going longer than I have.
7 years.
And
7 years,
uh,
6 years.
So my first year, I felt like there was a lot more stuff to see. There was that giant, I don't know what she was. It was a giant statue the first year, and then the second, and they also had that one guy with the long cape, and he was like way up in the air. I don't know who he was either. I'm sorry. Anyways, they had those two huge statues, and it was really cool. And you guys know what I'm talking about?
No.
I don't
Giant
know.
statues. Anyways, there were two giant statues, and I'm sure other people remember, but those were out there, and
The big eyeball thing? Is that what you're talking about?
no, it was like a guy, and he had a sword, and he was like up in
Are you
the
talking
air.
about the girl that's
It
like
looked
that?
no, these statues were like huge. They were like 30 foot tall. Maybe not 30 foot, but they were huge.
And the
I
ones that were in the magic
I
area?
could stand underneath. Yes, they must have been magic.
The ones that were in the
Magic
magic area last year? The same ones that were there?
I don't remember.
Okay.
Anyways,
They're
last
probably in the
year-
magic area.
And either way, last year there was no huge statues, which the only one that was huge, that was big, was the War Machine. But that was the only one that I saw that was big last year. So I think that was lacking last year. Also, thank you to Legendary, you guys giving us lanyards, because last year the string thing, that sucked so bad.
So bad.
Yeah.
So we are thankful for you giving us some lanyards. I'm looking forward to that.
Here, should
Like,
we wave their
awesome.
game around for a minute?
Legendary, everybody knows that game. There
I
also
think
there's
so.
there's a new Legendary coming out, and
Oh, it's
it's
on
a
top.
different theme. Oh, here you go. Legendary by Upper Deck. These guys,
Give us lanyards this year. Thank
yes. And there's actually a new version of this, but I don't remember what the theme is, so I do apologize. But Upper Deck.
Isn't
go to
it the
their
new
booth.
theme like the reverse version?
No, I
Or is
don't-
it a brand new one?
It's like not even
Different
hero
heroes?
related. I don't think. I have to look it up. Yeah, I'm sure they have it on their website. If you guys look it up, the new version of Legendary.
you. Is it launching at Gen Con?
Yeah, I think so. Like somebody posted it on Twitter, and I should have got more information.
Well,
on
that's
it, but
probably
I-
something we should
I
add
look
to
forward to
our
seeing that.
let's check out list
Yeah.
and probably buy.
So yeah. Okay. What do we want to do? Okay, here I'll let you pick next because the one I want to do next is kind of funny.
And then she says, meeting people we talk to all year long, like Lauren and Jamie
Yeah.
at YBuy Games.
And the why buy stands for wouldn't it be cool? Would it be awesome if? And then you just fill in the blank on the end, I guess.
There you go. Well, they are someone that I'm looking forward to meeting. So we've talked to them, become friends, or Facebook family. And I think that getting to meet those people would be cool. We really
those
wanted
people.
Patrick and James to come from Pack and Jack Jack show, but
Yeah, because Patrick is actually one of the flipped characters inside of the game.
oh yeah, they're connected, not related, but they know each other. So yeah, we wish that
What?
they could come. YBuy and Patrick, two separate entities, but they're combined in the game.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
If you're a gamer, you understand what I just said. So, anyways, yeah, meeting people like that, I'm really excited about. Like, this year will be completely different in the fact that we have an insight to the creators and the companies and stuff like that. Like, we met the people at Gut Busting Games, several years ago and made really good friends with them. And so we've worked for them in the past, and we've just, like, Glenn is someone that I met, and we've had several game nights, and he comes from Columbus,
Ohio.
Ohio.
That's the state next
Which,
to us.
funny story, when he was telling me he was from Columbus, I was like, oh, that's not too far. He was like, yeah, no, it's really not. And then later we were talking, I was like, so we should get together and game sometime, you know, it's only like half an hour away. And he was like, no, it's like 4 hours away. I was like, no, Columbus, it's just like 35 minutes from south. And he's like,
Okay.
Columbus, Ohio.
Enough of your tangent of distance.
Tangents. I've got a longer list. I'm really looking forward to checking out Fantasy Flight. That's something every year that I get really overwhelmed with because they have a lot, and I usually just walk around and keep going.
I think
So this year, now that I know like their Descent and Battle Lore and Battlestar Galactica,
which that's gonna take us to my next thing on the list
Okay.
is of games that we need to demo because we bought them, we own them, but we haven't played them. So we have Dead Panic and Battle Lore, and we have not played either one of those for whatever reason.
I know why we haven't played Dead Panic. Because we got that when I was in first trimester of Loxley's pregnancy, and Tim always makes me read the rules. And
You
it was
cannot-
very overwhelming for me being tired, cold because it was middle of winter, and early pregnancy.
That's another game I want to check out, Dead of Winter. That
Oh.
should just reminded me of. Our friend Patrick just got it, so he's going to post a review, and I'm really excited to see it because
Who makes that?
I don't have the content.
Is it
What?
Fantasy Flight?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I haven't paid attention.
Oh,
If
well.
it is Fantasy Flight, then there you go, it's related.
So anyways, about Fantasy Flight. So this year I want to actually play. One thing I've always wanted to play every year, but I've never played, and this year I really want to play is the Gears of War game.
Oh
The tabletop Gears of War game.
Gears of War.
Gears of War.
What do you mean Gears of War?
I mean the video game. They have a tabletop. Fantasy Flight does.
They've had one for a couple of years.
Yeah.
Nobody tells me anything. I've been a Gears of War fanatic. Apparently not a good enough
I guess I
fanatic.
thought you would have known. You used to want the tattoo.
No,
of the
I
gear.
I want the necklaces. I want everything that I can't afford, so I have at
Going
least
to
the
Gen Con and
games.
being a fanatic over the game and he doesn't know about it.
Well, I try to stay away from.
So I guess we'll put
miniatures.
that on our list of what we have to do.
I just stay away from miniatures because I know I'm going to dump a bunch of money into a game, and now
It's all in one miniature though.
now I've found the game that I'm gonna. Yeah, but I'm gonna get more characters so I can make different gear.
But I don't think
'Cause
you have
there
it.
was
It's all in
three-
one box. Just like
No,
the...
there was 3 different gear sets because there was 1, 2, and 3.
So then you know about
of
it.
Gears of War 3. No, I mean different sets of
Oh,
gear
well I
they
think there's
wore.
only one. Anyways.
There's like the classic Dom, and then there's the new Dom, and then there's the middle Dom, and then you gotta get what's her face Mataki. You gotta get all the characters and
So
do all the
we
different.
know what
I'm
we're
officially
doing.
lost.
You just gotta get all the different gears, characters for
Fantasy
different
Flight.
eras.
Get ready for Tim's wallet. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, it's on fire right now. Just Gears of War for
do
the
you
cog.
have something?
My next thing on the list is kind of backpedaling. She was talking about gut busting games. We've been friends with them for a long time, as she had said. This year, we're all volunteering over there, so we're going to help teach people new games and everything like that of all their games. I'm just looking forward to that because I love being able to teach people games I love, and it'll just be a fun thing to do.
I have that on
after
my
Vendor
list
Hall
too.
closes.
I put hanging out with our friends at Gut Busting Games. Like it'll just be like a big family reunion, and
Yeah, because it doesn't feel if you ever do volunteering at Gen Con, it does not feel like work. I take that back. I did work for a company, and I won't put their name out there, but it felt like work because it was just.
you loved it in the moment, but then they
Yeah.
kind of screwed around at the end.
Yeah, it wasn't the game or what I was doing. It was just how the company operated later, and I own most of their games, and I don't play any of them because of that night. Because that weekend, I just have not played since last Gen Con. I put it on my table. I was like, let's play this.
Last weekend, actually.
Yeah, last weekend I was like, here, let's play this. Let me just run through it. Let me see if I can get back into it. And I popped the lid off. I looked at it, put the lid back on, put it back on the shelf. So, but I don't want to bash anybody, so I'm not going to put that up there.
And just warning, if you stop by and say hi to us at the Gut Busting Games play area in the evening time, they do Redneck Life and all that stuff, and so I was Trailer Park Queen 2 years ago, and they haven't had that event.
She's
but
got big old
I wonder if they'll
trophy.
make a new
I've got a
character
trophy.
and you can cosplay it.
well, now this year I'm actually pregnant.
Just like that.
She's pregnant,
I was
already has a
pregnant.
kid. She's fit. She's set.
Now I'm blonde. So this year, it's been a running joke because last year, between last Gen Con, the 2 years ago, and last year, I had a 3-week-old coming to Gen Con. So I was like, well, I actually have a youngin' this time. Well, now this year I have that youngin' and another youngin' on the way in a month. So we work fast in this house.
And we are about to slow down production.
Yes.
We are doing layoffs.
No, we're not laying off. We'll wait another 2 years.
Yeah, you better push it to 4. We're gonna double it. Anyways, okay, well, we've got like way too much stuff on our list. Let's get Brett's
Yeah.
next one.
Well, no, he should wait because
Well, I only have 2 things left on the list. Then you'll have.
I know, but
That.
then you won't talk the whole time.
Oh, okay. Well, all right.
It's
What-
like
what's-
Christmas.
what's the
If you
next
have just
one?
a few little packages.
This is our Christmas list. Buy us anything you'd like. What
Gears
do
of War.
What do I want to talk about? Yeah, Gears of War. If you guys can hook me up with that, hoorah.
All of a sudden, he's a Marine.
You know, except for the character Coltrane, you guys can just. I don't like him. All because of his woo-woo on the.
What's that?
I hate that part.
Can you do it
Everybody
again?
that's a Gears of War, woo! Everybody that's a Gears of War fan knows exactly what I'm talking about. He's just like, Coltrane doesn't go woo-woo. Coltrane goes woo! Whatever. I just don't like it, what he did. Here, you check out what's next. That's the first time we got to cross-brand some of the video game with the cross-board of crossing with tabletop.
AEG's Big Game Night. Tim and I are working. Brett won't be working at that one. That's something I'm looking forward to. First off, you get the big box, the big.
You get a
Swag
box.
box.
It's like a.
For working it, you get it, and if you attend, you get it.
It seemed like it was huge last year. That's probably because we didn't work there. So when I get it this year, I'm gonna be like, oh, it's not so big.
It wasn't that big. I mean, it was about yay by yay.
But they had a lot of pocket.
They had a
games
lot
in
of
there.
stuff in there. Yeah. And this year they've really expanded their pocket games. And last year Billy has let us borrow it. The Gen Con exclusive board for trains.
Oh, that's right here.
Oh.
Right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have 2013's board. There is a new map pack that I saw in a store. I did not know that. So it's actually a storefront now.
And they're actually releasing an expansion, I believe, for trains.
Yes, it's called Rising Sun. There's the
And
board
so
from
this
last
is the
year.
board, and it has like Gen Con in Indianapolis and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
they have kind of cool exclusives.
The expansion I saw has some of the cities that this had, but I don't think it's the Gen Con board. I think it's just like an Indianapolis exclusive or something. I don't know. It's the first map.
Even though it says Gen Con in big bold letters.
No, this one's Gen Con. The one I saw at the store. I don't know if that one's a Gen Con. If it is, I'd buy it. Somebody will probably pay double for it.
So that's something I'm looking forward to. That was on Tim's list too.
If you want to know what store I saw that at, if you're here at Gen Con and you want to take a little travel down south, it's actually in Mooresville, Indiana. It was at White Flag Games. which you'll probably have to contact them on Twitter because they're not going to be open during Gen Con. So
They will be at Gen Con, which I admire a lot.
Yeah.
yeah, if you know a store is closing down to go to Gen Con, those are the stores you want to shop at.
Yep.
So those are definitely our favorite stores. I don't know if Game Paradise closes down. If they do, that's cool.
Well, they're not a store though.
They're a library.
I could
actually.
see them being open in the evening times.
I could see that, yeah.
probably.
Especially after Vendor Hall.
Yeah.
People are leaving, they want us to go down the street. They're in Fountain Square. So
Don't walk there, please.
No.
From the hall.
No.
yeah, don't walk through there.
Okay.
The dark's not a good idea either.
No.
Okay. So I have on my list, and I think Brett has something similar on his list. I think I want to get a few Pokemon decks. Last year, I don't want any new stuff. Because those things can add up cost wise, but they have like last gens usually for like $3 or $4 a deck.
The old ones?
Yeah, like
No?
that one.
Like $8.
Because I swore we paid $10 for every deck we bought.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
I
didn't
thought they
pay
were-
$3 or $4.
'Cause I-
$3 or $4 per pack.
No.
Because I burnt some money on those
I burnt a
Yeah,
lot
you
of
bought
money.
spent like $10 on that big box that had like the little
figurines.
figurines and stuff, but the like just the decks were like $3 or $4 because they were like the black and white from like a few years prior.
Okay. Well, another thing on my
Because we
list.
spent like $30 and we got like 8 decks
Another thing on
I
my
spent $30 and I got 3 decks.
at Gen Con.
Yes.
But you got newer stuff, didn't you? Not the black and white and not the diamond stuff that we got, right?
I got the stuff that you got.
You did?
Yes.
Oh, well.
So if you guys want to get me something really special, I want a Charizard card because I haven't had one.
Those things
since,
are expensive.
I haven't had one since Pokemon began, and I've been playing, collecting since then. I don't really play as much as I should. But we're doing a 3-way battle tonight, though.
Which is
It's
not
gonna
in the
be,
rules.
it's gonna be fun.
It's not in the rules, but we're gonna kind of twist.
That's
it.
how gamer
Pokemon.
we are.
We're
We're
gonna
gonna bend
twist.
the rules and make it our own.
Well, we're not really making it our own. I'm just gonna apply the magic rules to the Pokemon.
Now, what was your Pokemon thing?
My Pokemon thing is with all the new games and everything coming out with X and Y coming out since last Gen Con, in between last Gen Con this one.
That's why I've seen some of
There's all these new Pokemon and everything that's coming out that came out. So there's going to be all these new decks, all new styles. They recently introduced dragon types into the game. They recently introduced fairy types into the game.
I'll have to get one of those decks.
No, I didn't. I went,
Oh, it sounded like she laughed.
You laugh at the fairies.
We watched the video. I'm like, oh, fairies.
You
Like,
know what?
But-
if you go into a fairy forest, you prepare yourself
I'm scared, man.
But it's
because they're evil.
but just all the new things that they're introducing with the Pokemon decks in the past year. There's just so many more new things and so many things I'm looking forward to being able to incorporate into my old decks that I just got last year. So
Did you buy Pokemon last year?
No.
last year or 2 years
You
ago?
found a vendor
2 years
that
ago.
sold some counterfeit at some fair, though.
Yeah, don't buy Pokemon cards at a fair for $1. They're fakes. They are definitely fakes.
And he handed me. He goes, "Hey, look at the cards I got," and I was like, "These aren't even real."
They don't even feel real.
Where did you get those at? The state
I
fair?
don't know.
I got them at Covered Bridge.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we're going there next year. We're gonna call that guy out.
See a giant box filled with Pokemon cards.
I'll
Don't-
give you
don't-
$10
don't
for
pick
this
anything
whole
else up.
thing.
Now, Tim has 3, so I'm going to let him go do that one.
What? Why did you put that?
Because that's what you said. I did the writing down for him.
No, she wrote this, but it's not true. It says going to Arcane Wonders booth. This is something you guys might look forward to. Is Tony Darling? She's doing one of the characters from the game. I don't know.
Mage Wars?
I don't think the outfit I saw her wearing looked more like the wizard than it did the priestess. So she might be doing a female version of the wizard, or maybe something different every day. I have no idea, but she will be there.
Gender bending the wizard.
Ginger bending.
That's what it's called.
Why couldn't it just been like? I'm not gonna say.
Well, I'm a
that.
Disney
It's not like
fanatic,
Rule
so
63
if a man dresses up as Belle, he's gender bending. Or if a woman dresses up as Gaston,
what?
it's gender
I
bending.
Isn't that like
saw-
Rule 63
You
of
know,
the internet
remember-
or something like that?
What?
Isn't that like Rule 63 of the internet or something like that?
I don't know what that means.
I don't know.
It's called gender bending.
Well, you know what? I saw a
It's
gender
awesome.
bend. I saw a gender bending of Misty from Pokemon. I don't want to see that ever again.
I've seen a lot of
It was a hairy-
strange gender bending. Saw gender bending My Little
Yeah,
Pony
sometimes
last year,
this is
or a
not
couple years ago.
supposed-
That was interesting.
Okay, I'm gonna skip to.
Anyways, Arcane Wonders booth. We're looking forward to seeing the new Mage War stuff. That's the truth.
Yeah,
Tony Darling will be there, but we're looking forward
and
to
nothing against her. It's just.
It's just not the one thing that we're looking forward to.
Yeah.
If it were
I'm-
Jessica Negri, we'd be excited.
Oh yeah.
See? I can't even do it.
Okay, so she's a huge fan of Jessica Negri. She
Right.
follows everything. Jessica Negri's cosplay.
I like her stuff.
Yeah, but she kind of flaunts in the upper area, and not her face, below the face, above the waist. That's where you're focusing, because that's about all you're gonna see.
No, but if you look at her costumes, they're awesome.
Yeah, she hand makes everything.
She hand makes everything.
All right, so we're gonna get off the cosplay thing. Do you want to do this? Because we both got that on our list.
And the last thing on my list, there's a guy there. Always has he has a show called the Rusty Balls Show. It is one of my favorite things about the con. He is
Red hair,
not nice people.
He's
That's
tried-
one thing to say about them.
He spelled it differently, but he still spelled it wrong also.
He has a weird way of spelling
Isn't it
balls.
B-A-W-L-S?
I think
I
so.
don't know.
But he
Balls.
always likes. He's just one of those people who just go for a straight up laugh. He always has his magic comedy show, even though there's no real magic. And whenever he tries to do magic, he always just goes off on a verge, usually juggling knives in his kilt over girls as they cover their eyes.
You've been kilted. We're gonna say that next time we go see his show.
It's an interesting show. He likes getting the fans involved and everything.
Brent had a girl sit on his lap for the first time at that show.
Well, you know.
You were like 13, I hope.
Okay.
He likes to have fun.
Entertaining.
He's an entertaining character. He's
Yeah.
interesting.
He's for the
Always
kids.
fun. And whenever he's not doing the Rusty Bowl show, he gets on his stilts and dressed up as different characters. Last year, what did he do? Like a giant leprechaun or something like
He
that?
does the leprechaun, he does the Wookiee, he
That's the one. I
He
forgot.
does the stilts and stuff. And
Oh, I said Yeti.
Yeti, Wookiee, whatever.
Well,
Harry.
It's a
I think,
Wookiee.
I think a Yeti's a snow beast, more of a.
Yeah.
I just want to remember
That's
mine.
it for my list.
Something on my list is I always make a list of things I want to purchase, which we've got Skull and Shackles, King of New York, Pokemon, and now I guess Gears of War. But I want to buy Coup from Indie Boards and Cards and see if they have anything new this year. Because I guess they demoed Coup last year, but we didn't go to that side. Last year we had a newborn and we missed half of the vendor hall. And he worked at unsaid booth. And so
I was like, don't say it. Or no.
so last year was kind of like really hard for us to get around.
Last year,
It was
She
hard.
had a hard time pushing the stroller.
I
had
did not have a hard time pushing a stroller. I just had to
Through a
stop.
giant crowd of people.
I had a 3-week-old, so I had to nurse him like every 45 minutes, it seemed like.
So, okay. Enough of that.
But anyways, they have the, I want to see if I can demo and if I enjoy the new Avalon, which it's not really that new, but it's
the same medieval
yeah, but I want to
style.
see if it's something that I would want to
It
add.
might have new mechanics too.
It could, that's what I want to see.
But,
See if they have anything new, because I guess last year, Coup was in, like just in prototype last year. And this year it's big, like a lot of game groups have been playing it, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's like the new. I'm not gonna say the new love letter, but
It's, to me, it's Resistance and Love Letter smashed up into one.
yes.
Which makes sense because it's part of the Resistance thing, and then Love Letter's AEG, but Love Letter is fantastic, and it's got the same elements where you have a card, people don't know what your card
The
is.
only thing that's resistance about is that you're hiding who you are. The same as love letter.
It's a social deduction game.
Yeah.
So
It's also investigative. I was
interesting.
gonna add something to it, but go ahead and go to the next thing on the list. I forget what it was.
well, my last thing that I have, and I'll give him his list back, is I'm looking forward to meeting new people, because every year we do that. Somehow we meet new people and we add them to our gaming family.
We have
So,
a huge family by now.
Yeah, we do. Like, over the years, we've had actually the friends who introduced me to Gen Con actually moved to California, and they'll be back this year, and they didn't come last year, but they came the year before. And they've stayed with my parents. Glenn has stayed with my parents. Last year we had our friend Billy and his friend from out of state staying with us. Like, we've just built this family, and this year we're actually staying with my parents because we live like 20 minutes south of them, so it's easier, and
It'll just be quicker.
right, and we're gonna drive with him because he's got a pass to park
College.
so so this year, like,
College doesn't pay off in the future; it pays off now.
this year is completely different for us because we have an older child. Last year it was kind of easier because he was so small and not so mobile. This year he's mobile, so my parents are taking him in the evening times.
And I
So-
think what's also going to be different about this is that your guys' experience has always been spectator side, most likely. Mostly.
And yours.
And mine, but now I've changed that for all of us, for us to have relationships going into Gen Con, people we haven't met personally.
Yeah, there's never really been an investing into the convention besides being attendees. And this year we actually
Now we have a little bit something deeper and extra to go look into.
Right, we have our own goals, which is different. Because, like, normally we work for people or whatever, and we'll get free passes for them
Yes.
and stuff like that. But this year we actually have our own goals that we've been planning out all year.
Yeah, that's got to be the ultimate thing that I'm looking forward to, is having my own brand out there for people to see and notice us. And if you guys follow me on Instagram, you've seen the pictures of our shirts. I've done my tripod. I've branded my camera. I'm getting ready to do my phone cover. I've got it all over my laptop. And if you guys
Yes,
want
everywhere.
stickers, I have leftover stickers that you guys just ask us for them. That's bringing me to my next bit. If you guys are fans of Shadow Era and you guys are going to be in the tournament, then I would be really excited to meet you, because I'm actually going to film the actual championship at the very end, which is, I was told, Friday evening,
Just have it
but
surprised.
it might be Saturday morning. It depends on how long the match is going, whatever. But they're gonna just notify me when they need me, and I will show up with my tripod and camera. And I thought it was pretty cool because they could have had anybody else do it that is more well known or anything in the industry, and I was chosen to do it. And it's kind of cool this is going to be our first year round ending.
It's
So to
a
have
fun
that.
game, and I like it.
And okay, so the last thing on our list, which I think is almost more exciting than having my own brand at Gen Con, is he is building single man.
His name is
Tim Thurman, which is kind of cool. We share his first name. He is building a Minotaur structure out of balloons. So
Just like last year you did a dragon.
Yeah, so last time he did a dragon. This year he's doing.
the year before that he did Cthulhu,
Yeah, so
or was it switched? Was last year Cthulhu?
I'm pretty sure last year was a dragon.
last year was a dragon because we sat. No,
I have a
that is
picture.
wrong.
I have a picture.
Cthulhu
I
was
pulled
last
with
year.
it.
Really?
The year before last was the dragon, right?
Well, I
don't
have
remember.
the year before last. I have.
Anyways,
a
he
picture.
makes giant balloon
Okay, yeah,
things.
he makes structures and everything, and and we're really excited because he's making a Minotaur. It's an armored Minotaur, so it'll kind of be sort of like a Tauren from World of Warcraft, which is my favorite character in WoW. It's also our mascot, which I would like to get a suit made and somebody wear it around Gen Con and pay them to do that.
You're not gonna wear it.
But no, not if I can pay somebody else to do it.
But you're the one who wants to cosplay so bad.
I know, I want to build a Minotaur and do the cosplay, but I don't have any idea how to build the shoes that go with it and everything.
Google.
Yeah, I looked it up and.
I saw some female Taurens, like from Gen Con.
Yeah, they've got the.
I mean,
special-
from World of Warcraft, but
They've got the.
sorry, I'm trying to look to see what it was last year because it will bug me.
Oh, I see what you're saying. See what you're doing. But yeah, so that's what I'm really excited about. If you guys want to help build any of the balloon structure on Wednesday evening at 4 p.m. is about around the time he's going to start doing it. You don't have to have any experience or anything. If you have a balloon pump thing, he would really appreciate if you could bring that out there. If you don't, then just bring yourself. You don't have to have any experience. He said that all you need to know how to do is tie balloons. So he must have a machine where you just pump it up, take it off, tie it up, and just lay them in a pile, and then that'll make the process go a lot faster, and that would help out a lot. So he doesn't have to do it all by himself. We would actually be there, but I've got us too involved with so much stuff that I think we're going to be overrun. But we're actually going to a launch party on a Kickstarter. A Kickstarter launch party for Super Turbo Bitcrawl FX Alpha Extreme. Say that 10 times fast, because I just said it real slow and almost forgot how to say it. But that's a local game that's going on at Gen Con. They will have the miniature version available, and they will be showing the supersized version, which is the tiles and everything.
Can you see the picture?
What's that?
The picture with the Minotaur.
Picture with the Minotaur.
We'll also be getting our picture taken with the Minotaur with everyone who follows us,
so
if you want to.
Yeah, you have to follow us on Twitter, because we don't have a set time, because that way then we won't have him rushed on his balloon structure. We did let him know that we were going to want to do this, and he seemed excited about it. So we're going to tweet out when we're going to be doing the photo, and we'll hopefully have the creator in the photo with us.
Tim Thurman.
Tim Thurman.
Now here's what it was last year. I don't know if you can see that with the light. Oh, there. That is me protecting Holden from Cthulhu. That was last year.
And just so you know, if that was a real Cthulhu, she had no chance.
I had no chance. But
how are you going to go in there with
this
no
one,
armor?
I'm like, I'm trying to stop him with my hand, you see?
Yeah, your hand will stop
Serious.
Cthulhu.
Okay.
Anyways.
I'm sorry, you guys just got like bombarded with a picture of our son and Cthulhu.
And me.
Yeah, and her.
Cthulhu.
So, is there anything else you guys want to
No.
add at all?
I can't think of anything.
We're excited about meeting you. If you're there, stop us, say hi.
Yeah, and if you guys can't
Got
find us,
busting games in the
because we know
evening.
you can only see mostly heads when you're walking through crowds. I have a big red stripe on my head now, as you can see.
I'm
So-
blonde.
Yeah, if you guys,
I'm me.
if you don't see our shirts, because we may be having to wear AEG stuff and gut busting games and stuff like that when we're not in the vendor hall. When we're in the vendor hall, and we're totally gonna be repping our own brand. But during events, if you want to talk to us, just ask for Tim, Anna, Brett, that's all I have for the
Me
whole
too.
list.
As well here.
Thanks for watching. Like, comment, share, follow.
Or tell us that you don't like us. Anything you want. We don't even. It's okay.
Tell us you don't like us. I'll be sad.
I thought you were doing something else with those fingers. All right, well, I'm Tim.
I'm Anna.
Brett.
And this is the Geeked Up Game Review Group, and this is what we're looking forward to, Gen Con 2014.